Alright guys, I just thought today, because I didn't know what else to talk about, so I wanted to refer the conversation towards books and all the ones I've read, so I could give you a heads up on them. Uh, First of all, the times I started reading was when I used to get the Harry Potter books read to me by my dad. Then, but near the end, I started reading them by myself, and then I started moving on to other books. Um, once over Harry Potter, I looked for something to read, and it was something I got for my birthday, which a lot of you will have read and loved, or would have seen it in the shops and just wish you could bit in every copy. I wouldn't care really, but it's the Twilight Saga, and I don't know if you can see the inside there, but page 16 to 17, I got that far and I just couldn't be bothered with the rest of it. And so I just had to stop that really, which is a shame because I got the first 3 books for Christmas, and I've just not bothered finishing them. It doesn't grab me. Another thing that didn't grab me was when I got the Assassin's Creed book for Christmas as well, and I think I read pretty much quite a bit of the start, but like with the Twilight ones, it just drifted off. I couldn't get through it all. It just wasn't grabbing me. One series of books which sort of led off from Harry Potter which was just something that I'll remember forever, is the Percy Jackson series, and this is something I would highly recommend if you enjoy stories about the Greek gods, and if you miss Harry Potter, then this will be a good thing to move on to, because it's just brilliant. There's about 5 books which I've got all of, and I've read them all. I've even started to read I've started to read the spin-off series called The Heroes of Olympus, which as it returns to Percy Jackson's world. So I've already read this one. You can see the I'm already halfway through, and you can see it by my Laurel and Hardy bookmark. This is the one I'm on right now, so I'm on the second one, The Son of Neptune, which is a completely different story to the Percy Jackson series, because then it focuses on Roman gods as well. But I can't give too much information away. Graphic novels, which, in case you didn't know, were comics and long novelettes of comic strips. The one that got me into it was this one, the Kick-Ass book. I enjoyed this that much. I literally read it all in one day. It was that enjoyable. It's just not only because it's short and stuff, and it's so easy to read, but it's so enjoyable and much more gruesome than the film. But yeah, I'd recommend it if you like something with a lot of violence and something that's really realistic. Definitely get a look into that. Other ones which I sort of watched after, usually I move on to books as soon as I've seen the film, like Percy Jackson and Harry Potter and Twilight. Another thing I wanted to check out, as well as not just because of the film, but as well as the film, was Watchmen, which won an award as the most celebrated graphic novel of all time. So the only difference is between this and Kick-Ass, it's much more complicated and so much more harder to read. So you've got to listen carefully, understand it much, and just try and get through it as best you can, I suppose. Understand it? I mean, show it up again. It's got a lot of reviews, a lot of good intentions to Yeah, it says right there, most celebrated graphic novel of all time, which I've said too many times now. Most people you probably see now will get short books of comic strips that sometimes, like Greek books, are you got to read them backwards. One novel that is in the comics, which I also based off, I also watched from the film, which I enjoyed reading so much, was the Scott Pilgrim series. It's all made in black and white, but it's kind of confusing. But one good advantage for this one is it helps the film make a lot more sense. You know, like the subspace highways are more explained, and the base, because the film's sort of based comic like anyway, it'll make this seem a lot more normal. So that's pretty much what I've read so far. I've got the whole series of Scott Pilgrim, and that's something I'd definitely recommend you look at. But so what I want to ask now is, what about yous? What do you like to look at? What have you read? Give me maybe make a video response of the books you've read, and give me recommendations, because I'd love to see what yous read and what yous think. Oh, sorry, got to give a shout out to my friend Becky. I know I already mentioned my friend Becky, but I've got to say, that video you made was so touching, and really sad, and I just want to say you mean a lot to me, and I really hope things work out for you. Goodbye.